Last session, you grappled with the fate of your captive, Marcos, and the powerful celestial codex you recovered. You decided against returning Marcos personally to Vassal in Red Larch, instead arranging for local bandits to escort him back, while you kept the potentially maddening codex for yourselves. Around the campfire, you forged a deeper bond, pledging that none among you would fall, vowing to survive the perils of Chult and see your names etched into legend. You also agreed to cross-train, sharing martial prowess, magical secrets, and even dubious flute skills. While foraging the next day, you encountered strange, triangular fruits that induced unpleasant effects, later learning from a helpful chimpanzee, contacted via Speak with Animals, that they were poisonous. You also found pineapples growing high in trees. Your journey led you to Solis, a man mysteriously tied to a tree and covered in honey, apparently the victim of goblins. After rescuing him, Desmond voiced suspicions, though Solis claimed to be a simple wanderer seeking a rare hippogriff quill near Feathergale Spire for his artwork, supposedly guided by the Emerald Enclave, a claim raising eyebrows as hippogriffs aren't native. You agreed to help him retrieve the quill in exchange for his future assistance. Travel was interrupted when a massive green meteor, a netted Batiri goblin village launched by catapult, slammed into the jungle nearby. The emerging goblins, stacked in a precarious totem, attacked. Solis, however, revealed impressive agility and combat skill. You defeated the goblins but chose not to investigate their mobile village further. Later, in a tranquil area, you encountered a shy nature spirit, a Chwinga, which nervously warned you of danger from above just before giant vulture riders descended. These were sky riders from Feathergale Spire, initially posing as mere aerial enthusiasts. Tensions rose as one rider inadvertently mentioned the Howling Hatred cult before correcting himself. Sensing deception and danger, you conferred with the vultures themselves, learning they were fed copious amounts of meat dropped from the spire. Deciding the Sky Riders were undoubtedly cultists, you launched an attack. You subdued the riders, capturing one named Solarum. Interrogation, aided by Detect Thoughts, confirmed the Sky Riders were a front for the Howling Hatred, an air cult worshipping the elemental prince Yan Seabin. You learned their leader at the spire was Thurl Maraska, who answered to Erisi Kalinoth, and that they actively recruited adventurers. Armed with this knowledge and Solarum's coerced cooperation, secured by threats and a fake mystic ward placed strategically by Desmond, you devised an infiltration plan. Solis disguised himself as a surviving initiate, while the rest posed as new recruits. You arrived at the imposing Feathergale Spire and were welcomed by Savra Bellabranta, who invited you to a feast and offered an audience with Thurl. While the main group headed upstairs, Solis slipped away to the stables, befriended a young hippogriff, and obtained the coveted quill. Upstairs, you briefly glimpsed Thurl's quarters before reaching the pinnacle, where you met the man himself amidst disturbing screams he casually dismissed as feeding the birds. Thurl welcomed you, inviting you to rest before the feast and begin initiation tomorrow. Reunited, you decided to take part in the feast, get a good night's sleep, and leave before daybreak.